episode. However, Mrs. Stella Kirk of Emu Park in Queensland asks,
does anyone look at a very peculiar practice? Am I alone in finding it utter rot? I'm sure it costs a vast sum of money to produce. Surely there are scriptwriters who can do better than that.
Not many, Mrs. Kirk, if I may be permitted a personal aside. Our next letter is from Julie Carrick, who recently moved from Sydney to Perth and has found ABC radio and television something of a lifeline to ease the cultural trauma of the move. And Julie asks,
has anyone else brought to your notice Garibaldi the General on Sunday nights? It's a scream. We're not able to get SBS, a severe blow, but this program is classic opulent soap of SBS ilk. It's incredibly obtuse, at times deadly boring, and very serious. Does anyone watch it? Do they understand it? Of course, Franco Nero looks as handsome as ever, and the women are gorgeous.
perhaps there's a cult audience out there for the General. Peter Ray of Chatswood, Sydney, is our next correspondent, and he's in a generous mood.
At last, the ABC programmers have got something right. Talking Pictures is now presented at the intelligent time of 6:30 p.m. instead of close to midnight.
Meanwhile, Alan Bonnard of Earlwood, Sydney, would like to nominate Talking Pictures compere Geraldine Mellett as the thinking person's pin-up.
On many a wet and wintry night, I have been informed, stimulated, enraged and titillated by the intrepid duo of Mellett and Hind as they try to make sense of some Hollywood mediocrity or an inspired but flawed masterpiece from some unlikely quarter. Her pace never falters, and her unflappable wit takes even Indiana Jones in its stride. Her on-screen charm is combined with local knowledge and a shrewd but ethical sense of the possible.
Take a bow, Geraldine. And now a hardy perennial. How do you make a contented audience even happier, asks Andrew Burrows of West Chermside, Brisbane.
By screening Blake 7 again. I have not seen this television program since I was at high school about 6 years ago. I and many others, I am sure, greatly miss the originality of the science fiction displayed in this series. Stand up and support me, Blake 7 fans, and it will be done.
I'm afraid not, Andrew. It's a lost cause. I do get a continuing mail about this. Blake 7 has passed into television history and will not, I repeat, not be seen again. I've also had a number of letters singing the praises of the scenic interludes or station identifications the ABC telecasts. Taryn Pay of Chifley in Canberra thinks they're terrific.
They typically show a wide-angle view of some beautiful place in Australia, followed by the name of the scene and the state in which it is found. When this started a few months ago, I was pleased, and I thought that ABC devotees would be treated every night to a different view of Australia. I have recently travelled up and down the east coast of Australia, from far north Queensland to Tasmania, and I was dismayed to discover that the ABC in each state only show scenes from their own state. Please, can the ABC arrange for scenes to be swapped so that everybody can see views from all over Australia? There is too much parochialism in Australia already.
David Henderson of Tamworth thinks we should make posters out of them. Not a bad idea, David. Maybe ABC Enterprises will take it up. Incidentally, the original series of ABC logos recently won an international award. Good night.